Hello, join us as we go live to Venezuela to the ordinary session of the National Assembly. Let's listen.
Also, friend from Venezuela, and the President of the Duma, Russian Federation, Vyacheslav.
En esa conversación donde nos planteamos profundizar el encuentro y el acercamiento entre los parlamentos, también pudimos conversar de manera muy importante acerca de la necesidad de acelerar el proceso de construcción de un mundo distinto,
the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, and in a world as well in which the tendencies of effects of the Bolivarian armed forces against ships and against the international norms. This is also in a clear violation of the United Nations charters and a terrible file that has been installed in the Caribbean Sea by the action, lethal action.
The soldier from the U.S. Army against ships violating the laws, international laws, and the Human Rights Declaration and the United Nations Charter. We denounce that the Venezuelan people have received since more than 10 years harassment of all kinds, economical, political ones, conspirations, and now threats and aggression from military on the side of the North American empire, because the only intention that they have seeing this, the stupid, the arguments they are using fake reasons as they are used to do, that's nothing new, to attack Venezuela. The only real intention, as we said to Volodin, was to promote a change of regime in Venezuela, just to steal, they say that in an open way, to steal the resources. Their theme is the petrol, is the oil. It is our strange lands, the gold, precious minerals. It is that the Venezuelan people is a courageous people, independent people, never is going to bend against any kind of oppression. Well, yesterday, the State Duma from the Russian Federation sent the following communicate, and you are going to know it, for you and the Venezuelan people, with my really appreciation from me and from the Venezuelan people to the Russian people and to the Duma and its president Vyacheslav Volodin. Declaration of the State Duma to members of the United Nations, according due to the escalate in front of Venezuela. The Duma is leading to the United Nations and to the international community. It is calling to condemn, energetically condemn, the military deployment of USA in the south part of the Caribbean Sea, close to the territorial border of Venezuela under the pretext to fight against the drug cartels. These aggressive actions of Washington against a sovereign state violate the principles and norms universally recognized of the international right, which are written in the United Nations Charter, in the 88th article of the United Nations Convention according to the right of the sea. And there is a dangerous think just in the Caribbean zone, deputies of the State Duma expresses their support and solidarity to Venezuela in their defense of the national sovereignty, and they state the importance of the development of this country. The State Duma calls United States to stop and make provoke a serious situation just taking as narco traffic and this kind of operation, and to accomplish the obligation of the international rights. The international community condemned immediately and unconditionally the threats and the use of force and its applications against Venezuela, and to advocate for to keep Latin America and the Caribbean as a peace zone, stability and cooperation. End of the communication of the State Duma from Russia, from the Russian Federation, and from here, from the National Federation Assembly, we express our thanks and solidarity hug to all the Russian people, to their State Duma, and to the President Vladimir Putin. And in this complex moment, the difficult moments, it is when friends are seen. Russia is a real friend of the Venezuelan people. We are going to close.
We were live to Venezuela, to the ordinary session of the National Assembly, where deputies were discussing the bill of the command for the integral defense of the nation. And in this context, the President of the National Assembly, Jorge Rodríguez, thanked the Russian Duma for its stance against the U.S. military deployment in Caribbean waters. In this context, Venezuela is denouncing decades of conspiracy policies now disguised as an alleged war on drugs that have had as the sole purpose the promotion of a regime change in the country and steal Venezuela's natural resources. This is all for the moment, but stay tuned with TeleSUR English for more. And also, let's keep on topic, because the National Assembly is on the move, is happening again to discuss this U.S. military deployment and also the determination of Venezuela to keep defending its national sovereignty through all the legitimate tools it has on its power, such as the legislative power as well. Let's go once more to the National Assembly.
According to what's established in the Articles 106 in this national debate, thanks, dear Secretary, the honorable guest from the Venezuelan Assembly in today's day, that is a historical day, due because sitting in the new military doctrine as a legacy from Hugo Chavez that have developed and enriched Nicolas Maduro and the Bolivarian government, we are proving a fundamental law, a law that conforms a new form to assist the deployment and the orders, the deployment of troops, and above all, the join of the army and the people, an army people and a people army. And we are going to sign the law for the defense of the nation. Major Henry, Vice Minister of Planifying and Defense of the Power People to Defense. General Division Adolfo Castillo. Division General Colonel Jonathan, Consultator of the Bolivarian Army. Navy Captain, Counselor, Juridical Counselor, Colonel Pedro Jose, Juridic Counselor, Colonel Rosemary Leon,
asesora jurídica de la milicia bolivariana. Bienvenida, coronel.
Juridic Counselor
Segundo comandante
Vasquez,
sector de defensa integral
second commander of the 23 of January sector, from militiamen and militia women. They are special guests today. Race
y milicianos del 23 de enero de la ciudad de Caracas. Ciudadano Elvis Martínez Santos,
citizen
organizador
Edis,
de la ODI del gobierno de Caracas,
ODI organizer from Caracas government, and all
gobierno de Caracas.
members of the ODIs. Welcome.
Luis Nava,
Luis Nava,
ODI de la alcaldía bolivariana
ODI secretary from
Caracas y demás
from Caracas, and also on all the other members. Welcome. Carmen Farfán,
ODI de la parroquia
director from the ODI,
directores
and all director from different churches in Caracas.
aquí siempre ponen medios de comunicación
Their only communication mean it was from the First Republic.
¿Cuál es el medio de comunicación?
Which are the VTV, welcome. You are our guests. Global Vision, TeleSUR, welcome.
Cosa de protocolo.
What is the protocol?
Muy bien.
Very well.
Playboy. Ciudadana secretaria, por favor, si no se da
Secretary,
lectura,
read please
el proyecto de ley en segunda
the project of law in its second discussion, chapters, paragraphs, all the content for 34. We suggest to dominate another paragraph number 10 and 16, which was redacted in the following way. To conform, control is all the epigraph, Mr. President. It is approved. The next. We suggest to modify the 16th article in the following term. 16th article. The President of the Republic, in his character of Commander-in-Chief of the Bolivarian Army, will be supervise and control all the direction organs of interior defense in the different territories, conform as it is foreseen in this law. In this consideration, it is approved. 36. It suggests to approve with modification the Article 17, the one which will be redacted as follows.
en consideración el epígrafe. Aprobado.
It is approved. 37. I suggest to approve with modification the article number 17. 17 article. The organs of the Direction for the Integrated Defense will be structured by working committees with the object of articulate and to serve at the technical objectives to elaborate plans in different ways dealing with the defense of the nation. The organs of the integrated defense will have the following working committees. Number 1, Bolivarian Patriotic Committee, Productive and Service Committee. Third, Popular Service. Fifth, Mobilization. It is all, Mr. President. In consideration,
Aprobado. Sí.
approved. 38. We suggest to approve with modification the article number 18, the one who will be related as follows. New working committees. It's all, Mr. President. It is approved. 39. We suggest to approve with modification the article number 18 as follows. Article
We were live to Venezuela to the ordinary session of the National Assembly, where deputies were discussing the bill of the Command for the Integral Defense of the Nation, an initiative that has the purpose of clearing the way of guaranteeing the safeguarding of the territorial integrity. Let's recall that this is taking place in a context in which Venezuela is denouncing decades of conspiracy policies from the US, now disguised as an alleged war on drugs that have had as the sole purpose to promote a regime change in the country and steal Venezuela's natural resources. This is all for the moment. Stay tuned with TeleSUR English because we're going to keep updating on everything that is happening in Venezuela.